Welcome back to MDL Crochet for our stitch tutorial. This stitch is a stitch combination and it is an original by MDL Crochet. It is called the knotted ridge. And what it is 2 rows of purl, a row of the Afghan knot, and 2 more rows of purl. I think it looks best in the knit stitch on the bottom and top, because the knit stitch kind of helps it play and gives it the poofiness that we're going for. This stitch is done in multiples of 4, and it's a great embellishment or decoration to add on to any project you have. To learn how to do it, stay tuned. Alright, so this stitch I think looks better with the knit stitch. So I did a few rows of the knit stitch. And this is the stitch pattern that I did come up with that I am calling the knotted ridge. So you'll start out with doing 2 complete rows of just purl. So just put your yarn in front, go into the front bar like you would for a simple stitch, drop your yarn, let it go behind, yarn over, and pull through. And that is a purl. I'll also be putting the link up here for you so you can see how to do a purl. But it's just in front, pull up just through the front bar, drop your yarn, yarn over, and pull up that loop. And you're going to do 2 complete rows of this. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the end stitch, and I'm going to show you how we're going to handle the end stitch. It's nothing special, but I'll see you there in just a second. Alright, so we're at the end stitch. You just handle it like we normally would. That is it. And then it's a standard return pass. And a standard return pass is when you have that one loop up, you chain 1, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, all the way down to the end until you only have this last loop left on your hook. Alright, so we got to do one more row of purl. So do one more row of purl, and then we're going to start another stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and complete my second row of purl, and then we're going to come back and talk about the next stitch. Alright, so we got both of our purls done. So the next part of this, we're going to do a knit all the way through these purls. Do a knit stitch all the way down, because the next part of this happens on the return pass. So just pull up your knits and we'll get to the end, and I'm going to show you what we're going to start doing here. We're going to start another pattern that's going to work with this stitch pattern. So I'll see you here in just a moment. If you don't know how to do a knit, I will put a link here for it. But I'll see you in just a sec. Alright, I'm at the end stitch. You just handle it like normal. And now, so what we need to do, we need to get 2 stitches gone because we're doing the Afghan knot now. So how we're going to do this, chain 1, now that stitch is gone. Yarn over, pull through 2, that's 2 gone. Now we chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is the repeat. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we have 3 loops in our hook, including the yarn over one. Now what we're going to do, because we have the first 2, we still need to do a chain 3. So yarn over, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then yarn over and pull through 2. Slip right through, yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So how are we going to pull up these stitches? So now we have our chains pulled up. So how we're going to do this is we're going to do knit stitches. You have our edge stitch right here. We never work into this one. And then there's a stitch right next to it. Well, we're going to put a knit into this. So go ahead and put a knit in. And then the next you have the chain that we just created. And then there's right at the edge of that chain is 2 bars. Well, you're going to pull a knit through that. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So you're going to take it. You're going to take your needle, go behind that chain, work it through, and then find your 2 bars and split them like you would a knit, and then pull it up, and then go back in front to the next knit, which is at the end of the chain. Pull it up, go push the chain forward, get that edge stitch, pull it up, go in the front as a knit. So what you're doing is you're going in front of and on the side of. So pretty much both beginning and end of the chain. Just you handle each one a little different. So how we handle the end one is, again, you just go behind the chain and then you find those 2 and split them like you would a knit stitch, and then go in front of at the end, beginning or end of the last chain or the next chain, and pull up a knit, push the chain forward, go behind it and pull up your knit on that side. Because when you're working on the side and you're pushing the knit forward, when you're doing this stitch right here, where we go behind it and hit that corner and do a knit, is what you're doing is you're pushing these knots forward. That's what gives it the strength and the puffiness to come out. So at the beginning of the chain or end of chain, however you want to say this, you do a normal knit. So you bring your needle in front of the row, pull up your normal knit, and then for the chain or the loop, the bars at the end of the chain, you go from behind and you push it forward and then go into it as a knit and pull it up, and then go to the next one and then behind. If I can do it. There we go, splitting the yarn. Pull it up, go in the front, and then go behind, off to the side, and then in front, and then off to the side, and then we just do our normal end stitch. That's why this needs to be in multiples of 4, is so we can get these two to not count. And it takes 2 to do the knot. And it's a standard return pass. So chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2 all the way down to the end. Alright, so we're at a return pass. We already completed. Now the next step of this pattern is just 2 more rows of purl. So go ahead and do 2 more rows of purl. And we'll come back and we'll talk about what's next. Alright, I'm pulling through the last few loops of the last row of purl. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a couple rows of knit just so you can see the aspect that the knit creates with this. But this section, the 2 purls, the Afghan knot, the row of knit, the 2 more purls, that is the knotted ridge. But I'm going to go ahead and do a few more rows of knit just so you can get the full effect of it. I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so I'm on my last stitch on my close off, and I just did a normal standard knit slip stitch, but I did that extra rows of knit just to show you what this actually looks like with some rows worked on it. And that's what it looks like, and you can see how it gives it a beveled edge, and it looks really like a ridge, and that's why I'm calling it the knotted ridge. And I like the way it looks. It adds really nice texture, especially combined with the knit, since the knit's more recessed of a stitch and it makes these all stand out. I think it works really well with the knit. It works really well with the simple stitch as well, and some of the less puffier stitches, but I prefer it with the knit. It just makes it stand out even more. But again, if you have found this tutorial useful and you like it, please like and subscribe. And please comment, because I will chit chat with you. And as always, folks, keep stitching.